All right, so here is my video analysis answer to DJA number 2 for the identify and explain 2 techniques for presenting content information in ways that students can comprehend from our textbook using page 109. They suggested using gestures to accompany text or verbal information, like putting hand motions to a song or a chant that describes important information for the unit. This gives students both a visual and kinesthetic ways to help them learn content, as well as the usual oral or written modes. So this is going to focus on achieving a bunch of different learning styles. I did this in my own classroom with our weathering, erosion, and deposition unit by giving students the chant to remember what each process does. So we did weathering breaks it, erosion takes it, and deposition drops it off. And they actually used it on their quiz, which was really cool. And then again, citing on our textbook in page 109, providing a model for tasks or like an example of assignments as an example of what their assignment should or will look like in the end. And it's also going to be providing extra knowledge of what the content they're covering looks like in a step-by-step completion of the model, so that they can kind of check in and make sure that they understand what the task is and kind of what it's going to look like in the long run. Then 2 ways to provide directions for completing these academic tasks. On page 107 of our textbook, giving clear directions was a big thing. They're featuring step-by-step tasks and instructions, and having those directions or tasks posted on the board for students to reference and fall back on. This is an example of my own lesson plan. So we have our agenda with step-by-step things that we're going to be doing, as well as with like our behavior examples of what they need to be doing. And then step-by-step, this think, ink, pair, share, kind of guiding them what could they be doing in each one of these, as well as having sentence stems on the side just to scaffold the learning in there. Another way to provide directions is going to be creating a recording similar to this of step-by-step directions for the task or assignment that shows a written version of the directions like what I have right here. It also features explanations that elaborate and restate these directions, giving that oral learning style. Can also include visuals within the recording so that all of those, again, learning styles are accomplished. And then 2 ways to avoid having students become confused about accomplishing these academic tasks. On page 112 of our textbook, they talked about giving students differentiated responses in the discussions or the assignments. So giving varied levels of support can help students understand what they as individuals are expected to do by scaffolding those supports that are there to help them accomplish tasks based on their strengths and needs. So kind of going off that asset-based learning would be good. And then on page 107, our textbook talks about providing students with both oral and written directions so they can refer back to them throughout completing their academic task or tasks, depending on the lesson, to make sure that they're fulfilling every aspect of that task. And again, referencing back to this in the think, ink, pair, share, they can reference kind of if they've hit all of these different questions or things to think about, and it's there for them to refer back to, maybe if they forgot about it or if they